Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. So we had a pretty big breakthrough last episode. We managed to resolve the conflict between the Druids and the Tieflings by exposing Karga, and Karga actually changed back to our side, I guess. At least she repented and she called off the ritual. So that's one problem less that we have to deal with. Now, before I leave again, I want to talk to some people around here, including Zevlor, and I want to take another long rest because I just finished like two pretty long battles, so I will have to replenish my spells. And then, I don't know, I guess we will finally go and try to rescue Halsin, who isn't really needed to solve the conflict anymore, but I mean, we still want to help him, right? But first, let's try to talk to some people. We did talk to Karga already, and
are watching me.
Most of the people here, I guess, they probably don't have anything else to say, right?
Oh, my saviour.
Yeah, we have heard this before. What about him?
Remember, this is our grove. You are never far from watching eyes.
Yeah, this guy is still kind of hostile towards me.
The first letter from Cloak.
The wolf focuses on you, calmed in your presence.
And he doesn't want to talk to me, even though I still have Speak with Animals enabled. Yeah, we haven't talked to this guy yet. Loik, that was his name. Let's see if he has something to say.
Shadow Druid. To think we were rotting from within. Oh, I'm sorry. I need a moment.
He seems rather upset by this. Yeah, we have already looked at this place. Karga's chest, the Emerald Enclave tenets, we have read that already. Let's maybe have a very quick look around to see if there's anything new here, but it all seems to be pretty standard. And yeah, we have read that one as well. But yeah, we can probably go and talk to Nettie. She hasn't actually been part of the battle, but maybe she has something to say about it. There we go.
I hear you brought Karga back from the brink. My thanks. But what about your other mission? Any word on Master Halsin?
That's going to be like my next major task, I guess, but I haven't actually done anything in that regard. I mean, I went a little bit into that direction, to the Blighted Village, but I haven't really made it past the village yet. So yeah, sorry, you gotta wait a while longer.
Please hurry, for both your sakes.
And yeah, I mean, we still hope that maybe Halsin has a cure for us, but it's probably not going to happen, but either way. I know where he is, so no need to ask again. Let's just leave. Is this something we can read? Oh, the exhausted bird. But where is that book? Okay, the book is over here. This may be something I haven't read yet. Yeah, this seems to be unknown. This book is comprised of several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 25. Cornelius and Tomelius Worthywart, halflings encountered on the Golden Road south of Innerlith. I met the brothers, or rather, they found me, in the lower pass through the Fireshear Mountains. They had encountered a trail of golden discs along the path and had resolved to gather and return them to whatever fool had more coin than common sense. It was to our mutual embarrassment then that I removed my cloak to reveal my patchwork yellow hide. It was molting season, I explained, and a traveller on the road had not the luxury to shed their scales in private. As would be proper, I suspect they knew too little of Dragonborn to be appropriately disgusted, and instead invited me to sup with them. Okay, so it was one of these lizard creatures, and he was just shedding his scales. Interesting. Over the roadside fire, I learned of the purpose behind their journey. Cornelius, Lurian, my lad, our ancestral home, it was lost during the spell plague. Tomelius, weren't nothing lost, Con. It's not Nan's lucky gnashers, is it? It sank. See, wasn't I there when the blue fire took it? Sure, what do you remember? You were knee-high to a gnome? I remember you crying. Maybe it was you that sank the place. Going back to finish the job? What are they talking about? Watch that lip, lest I fatten it. Only a fool speaks ill of his homeland. Their brows were bristling dangerously, and so I diverted hostilities by speaking of my own people's ancestral home, the blighted world of Aber, and the 1,000-year tyranny of dragons we lived under, until the blue fire of the spell plague brought us to this world. Right, another potato? Okay, spell plague. Seems to have been a major event. First time I hear about that. Have we looked at the Druid notebook before?
No, don't go there.
This is an ancient notebook whose ink is faded and pages are starting to crumble. It's not easy, but some words can still be made out. Catherick is finished, but it cost us the land. Darkness has fallen, corruption is everywhere. Chased by shadows, picking us off, druids and harpers alike. Our wounded were safe. I returned, searching for survivors. Lost, but I found his shade. I put it to rest and took his glaive. Blade infused with shadow. I have locked it away to serve as a reminder that even victory can taste bitter. Huh. I wonder what that is all about. Anyway. Got more stuff over here. But nothing that I can just take. But I think I saw like another note somewhere. Hastily written note. I think I have seen that before. Yeah, I believe I have been looking at the notes here already. And Halson's journal. I mean, I'm kind of interested in taking the Mind Flayer parasite specimen here. So this might be a time where I might consider theft, because that seems to be important. So what happens if I sneak here?
My hand slipped.
Okay, well, look at that. That updated my quest. We found a special parasite like our own. We were drawn to its potential. I mean, it doesn't really give me much information about the parasite. Maybe once we found Halson, he can tell us more about it, because if this is his, like, study here, then maybe he has already learned something about it. And yeah, I wonder if there's anything we can do with all of these thingies, but I'd rather not test it without knowing what's going to happen. And what is this, by the way?
Breathe deep and move.
It's like some sort of door. I mean, this may have been where Nettie took us when she was trying to heal us. I remember that she opened like some secret little chamber or something. Yeah, I think I'm done with this place. Don't really want to steal anything else. So... Oh, hang on a second. What's this over here? On antidotes. Hey, that's something I can read. A deep crease in the spine makes the booklet fall open to reveal one recipe in particular. Neat writing in the corner marks it as an antidote for all known potions. This is it, the recipe that made me decide to publish my notes. The story might not interest you, but I shall record it for posterity. Feel free to skip to the actual recipe. I was sitting in the elf song, sipping my usual hot cacao, the heat soothing the pain in my scaleless hands. A small child, human, stumbled through the door, sick as a dog. All the other patrons seemed like they wanted to help, but nobody could pay for an antidote for a stranger's child. Meanwhile, the ingredients were just lying around in the kitchen. Every single one of those people could have saved that child, but only I knew how. It felt like a crime. Recipe for 1 bottle of antidote. Extract needed salt of mugwort. Suspension of bullywug trumpet method. Slowly trinkle salt into suspension. Stir clockwise until the concoction's consistency turns almost chewable. It might turn slightly green, but this is purely aesthetic and has no effect on the antidote itself. And remember, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. Alright, do I have to take it to actually get the antidote? I may have to take it. Not sure if this would be stealing, so let's make sure we are not seen.
Let's get in and out.
I honestly believe I already have like a recipe for antidotes, so maybe that's why I don't get like any update on this.
Take
So,
it one step
yeah.
at a time, Nettie. Come on.
This is probably not going to do anything. But either way, oh no, I didn't want to close the door. I think I have talked to everyone in this place already.
I should speak up.
Let's maybe chat him up
I
again.
hope to see Halsin return so he can help us heal. Please,
Right.
if you find him, let me know.
That's going to be the next thing on my plate. At least like the next big task. There might be some other stuff that will distract me until we actually reach that goblin hideout or whatever. First, let's go and talk to Zevlor and maybe find some other people to talk to, I suppose. Sacred Pool. Oh yeah, they have stopped talking and stopped performing the ritual. Let me talk to some of these guys now.
We've ceased our ritual, but that's not an invitation for you to do as you please. Be respectful of this place.
I would like to think that I have been very respectful so far, so, not sure why you are being so hostile. Who's this guy? Looks like a child, Tahan.
Koga was right. We must put ourselves first. You had no right to intervene. You're not one of us.
Well, apparently some of the druids are still pretty hostile towards us, and I think we should have continued the ritual. What
Well,
about
at least the
tasks?
sun is nice. You should try it.
I believe they should
Lay
have
down
continued the
and
ritual.
bask in its warmth.
Sounds like a good life. I am not going to disturb you. Now, I believe she was opposed to the ritual to begin with, so she may have something to say about this.
I knew Koga was desperate, but I never imagined she'd get Cloakwood involved. You pulled her from the brink. She owes you her life.
I mean, that's one way to look at it. You've known her longer. Has she really changed? Yeah, tell me more about that.
By all appearances, yes. When I look at her, I see the Koga I once knew. But it could be another lie. I pray it isn't.
I don't know, I mean, she helped us kill the Shadow Druid, so that seems pretty earnest. Okay, there's more people we can talk to now. I mean, we could have talked to them before, but I didn't want to disrupt them because I thought it would be disrespectful. But now we can talk to them.
I know you had to stop her, but Koga was just trying to protect us. She went too far, but at least she had a plan.
I have a better plan. My plan is to kill the goblins, and then you can continue to live in peace, and the tieflings won't get thrown to the wolves, or goblins, such as it is. Also, apparently, if you get close enough to the idol, which I can still steal if I want to, apparently, you get a blessing.
Koga lied to us. She betrayed us. She didn't deserve your mercy.
Okay, apparently not everyone is still on Karga's side. So this guy is mad at me for being too merciful, and some are mad at me for stopping Kaga. Well, can't please everyone, but it would be nice if I could please at least a few of them.
The Rite of Thorns has ceased. It seems you will be allowed to stay, but behave.
Right. I will do that. Let's pick up some stuff here. Anyone else we can talk to? Can have a closer look at the idol, I suppose. Look at that. Maybe we should pay our respects here. Bow down in front of the deity. There we go. That's how you pay proper respect to this place. Anyway, there's someone over here. Let's talk to them as well.
Something's on my mind.
Did I say that out loud? We've been chanting for days. I need some rest.
Well, then you should take a rest. Apparently he's so used to chanting he just can't stop chanting. Also, the bear and the weird foppish guy are no longer here. Okay, and we have some tieflings over here apparently. I hope they're happy now.
Looks like the Druids have eased off some. Small mercies.
Yep.
Now they're done messing about with rituals, maybe them lot can make themselves useful.
Why are you still so hostile towards them? I mean, they have stopped. You should be thankful.
This place ain't so special. Why were the Druids so protective of it?
I don't know. I think this place is special. Maybe not to you. If you don't believe in this kind of stuff, probably not. Okay, I guess we talked to everyone here. Let's head back to Zevlor, I guess. Oh yeah, these guys are still here as well.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom,
I'm pretty sure I've already seen this
Stop
dialogue.
it.
You saved our little girl and stopped the ritual.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are in your debt.
I've heard this before because, I mean, I had to talk to them to finish the quest, so, this is all the same again. I'm just going to use the same dialogue again.
Yeah. I mean, thank you.
Let's just skip over this. So, are they just going to repeat this every time I talk to them?
Arabella is back, and the Druids have
Oh, no.
stopped their warbling. The day just got a lot brighter, thanks to you.
Okay, not sure why this cutscene just repeated again.
You got our little girl home safe. And I can rest easy knowing we won't be turned out on our backsides. I can't say thanks enough.
Alright, so
It's
this
our
is
job
done.
to get us out of here safely, not yours.
What about you, Mattis?
The Druids don't care about us. Think you could stand back a ways, pal? I'm fishing for chumps here.
What if I want to buy some of your stuff?
That girl.
Apparently he's not open for business anymore. His shop is only like a distraction to steal from people. That's kind of sad, actually. Sure, let's talk to him again as well. But I mean, he doesn't talk. But thanks for showing me the door. Right. I think some of the stuff is just repeating.
Use them.
But still, I will talk to all of them again, just to see if they have anything new to say.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Well, I don't think we have seen this dialogue before. Maybe I just didn't talk to this guy the last time. They're just children. Why are you teaching them to fight? Soak the battlefield with blood. Do not resist death, but embrace it. Be strong and watch over your kin and trust there's victory. Bad news, children, you're all going to die. I mean, I can understand why they are teaching them to fight. It's a dangerous world and they need to start early in order to be able to defend themselves. But maybe I shouldn't be quite as martial with my encouragement here. They should totally resist death, especially if, you know, they are small and can't fight that well. Then maybe it's better for them to just try to run away. Be strong and watch over your kin and trust there's victory. And I don't want to discourage them either. So I guess this is still the best dialogue here. In trust there's victory. Sounds good to me. Well, they liked it.
I prefer when they smile.
Yeah, I didn't want to scare them with like doom and gloom, right? We did definitely talk to this guy, but let's do it again.
Step, parry, step and swing. Yes!
Alright, apparently he's still practicing, hopefully improving. Okay, I guess that's all over here. And I think Zevlor is somewhere in that cave down here.
Right. I can pack or talk, and right now I'm packing.
Alright, in that case I won't disturb you. Oh, these guys.
Please, leave us be. This isn't a good time.
It's fine, Memnos. Having fun with your new goblin friend.
Oh, okay, I remember now. She's the one who wanted to kill the captured goblin. But just because I saved the goblin doesn't mean she's my friend.
I could use that. I've had some time to think since we last talked.
We talked like 20
Can't
seconds
say
ago.
I'm enjoying it much.
Okay. Good for you, I guess. And yeah, Auntie Ethel isn't here anymore. She's somewhere in the swamp now. Do you have anything new to say?
Here's hoping we all make it in one piece.
Yeah, I mean, these guys wanted to leave anyway, regardless of the ritual or not, so they have more reason to do so now. I also kinda wanna talk to him again, maybe sell some stuff. I have a bunch of crap in my inventory.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Yeah, let me see your wares, please. Okay. There's a lot of stuff I need to get rid of. Like all of this. Do I need these? I don't think I'm going to need these. I mean, it's kind of nice that you can fight with a branch, but I don't think I need these. I don't need 2 loots. I mean, arguably, I don't even need 1 loot since I can't play it, but I guess I'll keep it. Who knows, maybe at some point it'll come in handy. The rope I don't need, the goblet I don't need, the onyx, the bloodstone. Oh, this... don't really need the greatsword either. Yeah, I mean, this is looking much better already. By the way, do you have any sort of cheap magical items for Gale? I mean, these aren't cheap. I'm looking for something that costs maybe less than 100. I mean, this does, but it doesn't say that it's magical, that it's something that Gale can consume. So yeah, it has to have that special note if I want to give it to Gale. So doesn't look like there's anything that I can get for Gale here. Alright, well, maybe finding enough of these items is more difficult than I thought after all. But either way, thanks for the trade.
This is ridiculous.
Now, let's go and finally talk to Zevlor.
Better not be cursed.
He will be happy, I'm sure, that they won't be sent away. At least not now.
Zevlor. By Delt's virtue.
Ooh.
The Blade of Frontiers? What's happened, Will?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
Believe me, I understand better than most.
A moment passes as Zevlor contemplates Will's words. He then turns his attentions to you.
I'm told the Druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened?
Well, I basically exposed Karga's shady dealings and she agreed to stop the ritual. But interesting little scene here between Zevlor and Will. That was kind of neat. But yeah, she agreed to stop the ritual.
Truly. Ilmater's ashes. I never thought she would actually see reason. Thank you. We still have the goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare.
Right.
I need to ensure my people make the most of it. But here, left over from my soldiering days, it's sparse thanks for what you've done for us. And I'm afraid I have more yet to ask.
What a surprise. Let me guess, you want something. Tell me what you need, whatever it is. I'm not interested. I don't know. Let's hear him out first.
You've bought us some time here, but the goblins are still massing out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
I mean, we're kind of heading in that direction anyway. And we may have to kill some people to free the chief druid. So, again, all in a day's work, right? Kill the goblin horde's leader. I'll see what I can do. That depends. Can you pay me? This isn't my problem. Well, it kind of is, because we want to get to the druid for our sake, because he might be able to heal us. I am not interested. You'll go now, as Karga says, or I'll force you. I mean, we already agreed that they don't have to leave. Even Karga agrees with that now. So sure, I'll see what I can do.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
I think Astarion basically always disapproves
When
if
we
I
get
offer
to
my
Baldur's
help without
Gate,
compensation.
Where are we enlisting?
I'm done soldiering, Tilly. I'd like a clean start.
Alright, so we got some updates here. Okay, this quest is completed. Very nice. We got a new one. Travel to the goblin camp, which is going to be where all the other stuff is going to be, right? Oh. Well, this map looks different. I guess it's because we're inside this cave and it only shows us this part of the map now. I also got like some item. I want to take a look at that. Which exactly is the one you just gave me? Hell Rider's Pride, Helm's Protection. When you heal another creature, it gains resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. I mean, that might be useful. Of course, I don't have a lot of people who can heal, but I have one, and she's in my party right now, so clearly this is something that you should take. Especially since you don't really have that great gloves to begin with. Okay, I guess you can have that. Now, since we are done here, we will head back out. And yeah, I guess I will maybe just take a long rest now. And then we will leave the Emerald Grove and probably return to the Blighted City. And I guess I can just take the long rest here. It doesn't really matter, right? Sure, let's go to long rest. And I will probably reshuffle my team at least a little bit. Okay, apparently Gale has something on his mind. But just for completeness sake, I will talk to everyone else as well.
What's on your mind?
Okay, it doesn't look like the recent events is something that my companions want to talk about, but let's see.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Nope. What about you?
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador.
Oh, well, this is new. You said he was your master. You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to. Yeah, I think he mentioned that when we met Raphael, I think. But you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I mean, I would be curious, but I don't mean to pry.
I don't want to say a damned thing, but that won't do anyone any good.
Okay.
Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely.
I see.
He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
So you were his slave. How were you turned? Did he attack you, tormentor? What did he do? Oh, these are some heavy questions. So maybe why don't you just tell me how you were turned first?
Not him, no. A gang of thugs attacked me, angry about a ruling that I'd handed down as magistrate.
Right, he did mention that he was a
They beat me to death's
magistrate.
door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer.
All right, I can understand
It was only
that.
afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be.
You've been a slave ever since. Not a good master, I take it. Enough, I need to talk to you about something else. Yeah, he doesn't sound like a good master, huh?
He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse.
Okay, so basically he tormented you just for the fun of it. But I mean, couldn't you have just decided to attack people on your own if he sent you out to catch them? You could have taken a bite, I suppose. That sounds terrible. I'm so sorry. You're free now. Enjoy that freedom. Quite the sob story, but what's your point? Yeah, I'm not sure if he wants my pity, to be honest. So maybe we should just stay in the here and now. You are free now, so I guess that's good.
I will. But I won't take it for granted. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there, and they might not be the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows.
You mean like vampires? You mean like you when you were trying to bite me? I'll watch your back, don't worry. You keep me safe and I'll do the same. Oh no, my friend, if vampires come looking for you, you're on your own. No, I think we can keep each other safe. That sounds good to me.
What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
I guess so. What do you make of Raphael's deal? Oh, well, interesting, yes. Let's talk about that.
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
You sure? You sure? It might be worse. It might be just the same. But I mean, so far we don't know if the tadpoles are going to turn us. So, yeah, we have other options, hopefully. I understand the appeal. You're trading one master for another. You'll be a slave either way. Yeah, I feel that this is probably not a good deal. especially as long as we have other options.
You're familiar with the phrase, better the devil you know? I know Cazador. And I'll take anything that saves me from
Okay,
that.
well, at least it's something new, I suppose. But yeah, we still have options, so do not lose hope just yet. Alright, well, so even though he didn't specifically have a quest marker, he still had some new dialogue, so it's always worthwhile to talk to them.
Speak.
Except Lizelle, she never has anything to say. I mean, that's not true. The problem is, I think that I never really got a lot of approval from Lizelle, and I haven't really done anything for her quest either, so we're still like very early in our relationship. So I guess I need to take her out a bit more or something. But yeah, I don't think I'm making much headways with Lizelle here. Anyway, let's keep talking.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
Yes, we're going to work on that next. And now let's talk to Gale. What the hell is he doing here? Is that... Well, it's a picture of a woman, apparently. Okay, let's talk. Who is that? Pretty, who is that? Cut it out, that spell of yours is attracting mosquitoes. I mean, yes, probably, but Artemis can deal with mosquitoes. So yeah, who is that?
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was just being curious. Is everything alright? The figure you conjured, who is she? Someone you miss. Yeah, what's going on? Are you alright?
Of course. I was just practicing an incantation.
If you say so, I'll leave you to it then. Good night. Okay, but we have an inside option here. There's more to it than that. The figure I saw, she means something to you. Probably, yes, sure. Let's try to use some insight here. 5. Well, that's not difficult. Alright, good enough. Obviously, this is a situation where I probably should wear that amulet that gives you guidance myself. I didn't really think about moments where I'm on my own. I thought, oh well, I'm just going to make sure that Shadowheart is in my party, and if she isn't, I'll make sure someone else has the amulet. But this is also a possibility, I guess.
She does. She's Mistra.
Okay.
Can't quite describe it. The need I sometimes feel to see her. To draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies. The weave. Mistra is all magic. As far as I'm concerned, she is all creation.
So, Mistra is some sort of embodiment or personification of magic? Interesting. I didn't realize the depth of your devotion. You sound like a smitten schoolboy. You're deluded, Gale. There's more to life than one goddess. So she's kind of a goddess of magic. Well, you seem pretty devoted to her.
Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this?
Yes, I would. No, I have no interest in such magic. I mean, she can also perform some sort of magic, but I guess it's a different kind of magic. I mean, she can talk to animals and conjure up familiars. So it's maybe more like a basic kind of shamanic sort of folk magic, whereas his magic is more like, I don't know, high concept magic. I don't know how magic is supposed to work in the D&D universe, but from what I've seen so far, it seems more like a profession that you can learn, so you can become a wizard just by practice, and it's not something that you have to be born as, so you have to be born with certain magical skills. I don't know. On the other hand, apparently Will had to sell his soul for his magical abilities, so maybe you do need to have some sort of natural affinity in order to practice certain sorts of magic, while others is things that you can just learn. I don't know how this works, but I mean, Artemis is curious enough, so sure, let's have a look at this.
Then follow my lead. Now you.
Sleight of hand imitates a gesture quickly and decisively. Okay, I have good bonuses for this. Arcana, imitate a gesture slowly and as precisely as you can. Performance, imitate a gesture with a flourish. Actually, never mind, magic is just not for me. Yeah, obviously, sleight of hand is my best skill here, so let's try this. Okay, again, as long as I don't roll a 1, this shouldn't be a problem. There we go. Nice.
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
Alright, another skill check. Intelligence. Repeat the words slowly but carefully. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. Arcana. You sense power in these words. Speak them deliberately. That's a bit better. Repeat the words bold and proud. Okay, again, I'm just going to pick the one that gives me the most bonuses. So, yeah, let's use Arcana. Again, it's not too difficult. But it's not going to work with a critical failure. Sure, I have maximum inspirations. Let's give this another try. Especially since this is an easy skill check and I feel confident that I can win it on a reroll. Okay, much better.
Suddenly, the scent of rosewater and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
Okay, again, I have another skill check. There's going to be a lot of these here. I really wish I had my amulet here. History. Think of the here and now, this unexpected moment of learning. Nature. I'm probably going to pick nature, not just because of the bonuses, but because it also fits her character the best. Picture a place of utter peace away from all harm and the mayhem of civilization. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what she would picture. Insight, recall a memory of early youth, a happy family moment. Performance, try to hum a familiar tune. That's too abstract for my tastes. Let's just forget about it. Now, obviously, it's gotta be nature for her character, and it has the best bonuses as well. Alright, again, just no critical failure, please. Nice. Oh dear. Oh dear. I thought it was going slightly in that direction.
Or is it sense the presence of a woman? The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Magical, sensual even, effortless. You are a wonderful teacher. It feels like a good time to call it a night. Yeah, I mean, this is getting very, very flirty. So far I have kinda stayed away from most flirty options because it was still very early and I didn't really knew most of the characters, so I didn't want to go ahead. And I'm not entirely sure how romance works in this game. I mean, at some point I will probably lock into a romance, and I don't want to, get locked into one that I may not want. So I have been a little bit reserved in that regard so far. And I'm not sure how far I want to go in the situation, to be honest. So maybe let's use the second option. I mean, he has been a good teacher here and taught us how to use the weave. I guess that's nice.
Oh, I know.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate.
Hold on to the moment. It's a good night for intimacy. Okay, well, that is very straightforward. A satisfying end to one who's experience. It's time to let go. You're in no mood to be so close to Gale. Release your grasp on the weave. Yeah, I'm sorry, Gale. I don't think Artemis has that kind of interest in you. I do have an early favorite among my companions, and it's not Gale. So I think maybe it's time to let go at this nice moment. It was a nice scene, but I don't think Artemis wants to go any further in this direction.
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
Yeah, he does seem a little bit disappointed. I mean, I kind of like Gale. I think the fact that he reminds me so much of Ender/Alistair has also something to do with it. It feels strange, because that's been my romance from another game. I mean, Alistair, not Anders. I noped out of that romance in Dragon Age 2. But still, I don't know. I don't think they're that great of a fit, to be honest. He's very verbose and educated, and she's not. So I don't really feel like that strong of a connection here. So yeah, sorry, Gale. I don't think it's going to be you. I like you. You're nice and funny, but probably not a romance material for my character here. But yeah, this just happened. So I guess we will maybe end the episode here because it's getting very long. And next episode I will build a new team and we will skip until morning and then move on with our next task, which is probably rescuing Halson. But for the time being, let's call it a day, as always. Thank you for watching and see you again next time.